Nigerians are suffering. Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depending on where you're watching us from, you're welcome back to BMS channel. Please, I want to begin this video by asking this question. Do we really want Nigeria to be better? Do we really want Nigeria to be better? Because I've seen a lot of persons who are coming out to talk about Nigeria, and Nigerians are really not happy. They are blasting the people who are even saying the truth about Nigeria. The other time we saw what Davido did, the interview he granted, where he was exposing everything about Nigeria, and Nigerians are not happy about that video. Today, who is going viral now on the social media? It is not that person, but
Make una see the problem. Shebu na they see say Tinubu don suspend River State governor, carry military regime give them. Now military regime now they rule River State, whole Port Harcourt, Garden City. Now military regime they rule them. See this video what they do. I no go too sharp because body they pepper me. See a whole River State, Port Harcourt, they come out to the governor, sitting governor. You understand? That governor say we carry eye like Obojo. I be like who they people mad woman. Yeah, she they come out from it. Carry military regime put it. I don't tell them say Port Harcourt people. Not only math we get math. If you see them where they do rugged you, and boy only courtism today. Thief people phone, thief people wallet, you understand? Now waiting for Takot youth. Now waiting next time when they reach out for them to take action, they no go fit take. Tomorrow when I go sing gather for politicians, they sing song for them. The only thing River State youth sabi, now to they sing song for politicians. Tomorrow now we can go come out, go see that they sing. We can they come oh, we can they come oh, we can they come oh. We no go agree, we no go agree, we no go agree. Fubara go come out again, I go sing. Fubara man of the people. Now you we want to ona be mumu ona don't release 200 album on a life never see better goat mumu. Seriously, see this video now. It's an advice to Governor Fubara and River State people. Governor Fubara, if I be you don't need to be governor again. You don't thief enough money. When you're Wike be friend, that's why they work for Wike. When Wike be River State governor, on a thief enough money in front of that money sponsor you become governor. As you become governor, I believe say go don't thief some. Just go relax your life, go sleep. You don't need all this stress. Make them chop the state, make them can do anything where they want. But Harcourt if you like make on no wrong come out. Find on a way go abroad. Stay there. Port Harcourt now the only city where we say get plenty oil companies, but the youth no get work. Shell, Chevron, all of them they Port Harcourt youth now they lack job pass, they no get job at all. Port Harcourt musicians, those one they need the free sing. All these things where they happen that you no go see any Port Harcourt musician carry and sing music. The next thing where they go do now, they go meet all these politicians, collect money, begin call their name for music. Jabosco when they mighty, when they became a man, when they Amechi Oloshi, when they Fubara Olo Bruku. Now so then they do. Seriously, this is a very big shame to Port Harcourt, big shame to River State, you understand? See this Tinubu said, Tinubu you be Ojoro, as a carry eye like who them pour 2 plates of pepper soup. See your big eye. You and Fubara even get the same eye, you understand? Still, see what you do now, Ojoro. Now Fubara and Wike they fight. Now then they scatter River State. You suspend Fubara, but you don't suspend Wike. You allow Wike to the work, but you suspend Fubara. That is to show say you did partial already. On they suspend them because on one collect River State for 2027. It is that we don't know on a plan. Armed robbers, thieves, wicked people. River State people. The only thing where they sabi River State to go see all this thing now. Una no go stand up talk. Tomorrow now una go see una fellow youth. Go to tell her, hey, rugged you, who goes there? Come on. If you move and match you, come on, where are you? Mother rejected, father rejected, Obanje accepted. Now the only thing una sabi, I dedicate this song to River State people, so that una go get sense in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Talo dabure, talo dabure o. Emi oloshi alagbara láyé. Talo dabure, Olúwa. Talo dabure o. Emi oloshi alagbara láyé. Talo dabure. Oluwa. Chai! Military regime don't take over River State. To fear kwa.
Alright guys, this state of emergency declared by the president, it has generated a lot of confusion in the state. Now, some persons are saying that the president does not have the right to suspend an elected governor. Here is Ruben Abati speaking. Let us hear Ruben Abati. Good morning, everyone.
Shed more light on the president's position on the declaration of state of emergency in some states. I'm now being joined on the news by the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Dr. Ruben Abati. Well, thank you for joining us today. Now, some lawyers say Section 305 of the 1999 Constitution was silent on the details of what the president can do. What is the rationale behind leaving the governors in office?
Well, what people must note is that what the president has done is lawful and constitutional. there is no part of the Constitution that gives the President of Nigeria the powers to remove a state governor or political office holders, particularly under the circumstances of the declaration of emergency. And the relevant sections of the Constitution to consider will include sections 1 and 2 of the Constitution, section 11, subsection 4, where it is expressly stated that not even the National Assembly can remove a state governor. If you look also at section 217, what it says is that when under these circumstances, the armed forces are deployed to put down an insurrection or to check the breakdown of law and order, those armed forces, security forces, are expected to act in aid of the civilian authorities. And then the other relevant sections will be sections 180, section 188, and section 189, dealing with the tenure of office of a governor and then circumstances under which a governor can be removed. It's also important to note that under section 305, subsection 4 thereof, indeed a state governor can also make representation to a state house of assembly asking for the proclamation of a state of emergency. And where a state governor fails to do so, then, the president can intervene and act as President Jonathan has acted. So it's a constitution, that has guided the president, and to the extent that the constitution is the ground norm, and we're, committed to the rule of law, anything to the contrary will have been unlawful and will have been unconstitutional.
All right, we also have some analysts who think that, well, the issue that necessitated the declaration of emergency was also noticed in some other states up north, and they wonder, why were some states who have witnessed this skirmish left out?
Sorry, I didn't quite get that. It's not so clear.
Some states that have also witnessed some of this security challenge have been left out. We have people wondering, why were those other states left out?
Well, you notice that the president made it clear that after his return from South Africa, there were consultations, there were security briefings. It is true that, in the opening paragraph of the address by the president, he identified many other states that have been affected. But in this particular case, Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa, those are the areas where we have the most serious threat to the sovereignty of the Nigerian state. The issue is about the assault on Nigeria's territorial integrity. What we're facing in these places where state of emergency has been declared is not just a question of people fighting an ideological war. They are trying to create an enclave out of Nigeria. There has been an attempt to create a state out of the Nigerian state. And, in some of these places, the terrorists have even hoisted their own flags. Now, what, President Jonathan made clear is that nobody, under any circumstances whatsoever, will be allowed, to divide Nigeria. And that is very clear under Section 2 of the Constitution. The indissolubility and the indivisibility of Nigeria. In some of the other states, the level of threat has not yet reached that stage. What the president did yesterday is to send out a very strong signal that whoever attempts to violate the integrity of the Nigerian state, will be met, with, considerable action. So it's the president saying enough is enough. Government will not tolerate any attempt, to violate the sovereignty of Nigeria. That was very clear in his address.
All right, then tell us then, what is the current situation with getting the National Assembly to approve this?
Well, Section 305 of the Constitution, again, is very clear about this. Where the National Assembly is sitting, is in session, it is required within 2 days, to endorse through a resolution, 2/3 majority of each of the houses in the National Assembly. If it is not in session, then within 10 days. But the situation we have now is that, the National Assembly is in session, and, the Gazette, I believe, already has been forwarded or will be forwarded today to the National Assembly, and then the National Assembly will act, accordingly. Already, of course, you note that the National Assembly, particularly the Senate, has already spoken in support of the action that has been taken. And also other members of the National Assembly of both houses have, praised the executive arm of government, the president, for acting as he has done. There is a meeting of minds between the executive and the legislature in this matter as to the need to ensure, to protect the territorial integrity of Nigeria and to ensure that there is no breakdown of law and order, in any part of the country, and that no anarchist, or terrorist or insurgent is allowed to overwhelm the state authority.
All right, and thank you for speaking with us today.
Thank you very much.